Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So I want to talk about motivation. Okay, and what I want to tell you guys here is that you don't need more motivations. Okay, you don't need it, and what you need is a discipline. Okay, like I'll ask you questions. How many motivational videos have you watched already? How many quotes you have saved? And how many times you felt fired up for a few hours only to go right back to your old habit? Yeah, there'll be so many times, And that is because motivation is temporary. It's an emotion, and emotion changes constantly. Some days you wake up feeling unstoppable, and other days you don't even feel like getting out of bed. And that's a normal thing because you're human, okay? But if your success depends on motivation, then you're in trouble because motivation will disappear, okay? Every single time. And I just feel like too many people are addicted to motivation. They keep looking for another video, another speech, another quote, another inspiration. Like they constantly trying to feel motivated instead of actually doing the work. And that is a dangerous cycle because motivation feels productive, okay? But feeling motivated and making progress too are completely a different thing, okay? You can watch motivational content for 6 hours straight and still accomplish absolutely nothing, okay? Meanwhile, somebody else spent those 6 hours for actual working, okay? Who do you think is closer to success? That person who felt inspired or who took the actions, okay? Then an action wins every single time. And that's why the discipline mattered so much. Because discipline don't care how you feel. Okay? Discipline will let you do the work. And you're gonna do what you gotta do. No matter what you feel. And no matter what happened. And that is the real power. Because life isn't always going to cooperate with the emotions. Okay? There will be days where you don't even feel like training, days where you don't feel like working, you don't feel like improving yourself, then what? Like you will quit? Or will you keep moving? That's where discipline takes over. And honestly, most successful people aren't motivated all the time. Not even close. They just commit. They made a decision that's stronger than their emotions. And once you make that decision, I promise you that everything will change, okay? Because now you are no longer asking yourself, do I feel like doing this today? Instead, you will ask, what needs to be done today, okay? You will start thinking differently. And that's completely a different mindset, okay? And that mindset will change your life, okay? And another thing people don't realize is that the motivation usually comes after actions, not before, okay? Everyone thinks they need motivation to start, but most of the time you just need to start, okay? Then motivation follows, okay? You begin the workout, the project, the task you've been avoiding, and suddenly you find momentum. And that's why waiting to feel motivated is such a trap, okay? The people who win don't wait, they move instead. even when they don't feel like it, especially when they don't feel like it, because those are the moments that build the character. And if motivation was enough, everybody will be successful. Everybody watches motivational video one time, and everybody says they want a better life or want to be successful, but they don't take actions because they don't feel like doing it. Okay, everybody talks about their dreams, but talking it's so easy. You can say whatever you want. You can say like, I made a 100K a month before, and everybody can believe for what you say, but the talking is easy, but feeling inspired is easy too. Execution is rare, okay? And that's why results are rare, because results belong to people who can actually work without motivation, people who can stay consistent when nobody's watching, people who can keep showing up after the excitement disappears, okay? And that's what separates winners from dreamers. And let's be honest, sometimes motivation is just another form. Just motivation can inspire you, okay? And you feel inspired for a couple of hours, but you can enjoy having motivation. But what I want to say here is that you just cannot rely on motivations, okay? Because once you start relying on motivations, you don't even know when motivation comes and goes. So when motivation disappears suddenly, then you will in a problem, yeah? So build a discipline instead, okay? And stop waiting for the perfect mindset. Stop waiting for like a perfect moment. Just start doing that and the motivation will follow you, okay? The perfect moment doesn't exist. You have to start before you're ready, okay? You have to work when you don't feel like it. You have to build discipline, okay? Because discipline creates freedom. Discipline creates the confidence, success, and not motivation, okay? Motivation gets you start. Discipline gets you there, okay? And you don't need another speech telling you what to do, okay? Deep down, you already know what you gotta do. You know what habits need to change. You know what goals you've been avoiding. You know what work needs to get done. The problem isn't lack of information. The problem is the lack of action, okay? And that is the truth, okay? So imagine where life could be if you stopped chasing motivation and start chasing consistency. Imagine what will happen when you show up every day regardless of how you feel. For a week, for a month, for a year, and years. And your entire future changes, not because you became more motivated, but because you became more disciplined. So stop looking for another motivational video. Stop waiting to feel inspired. Stop depending on feelings. Make a decision, okay? Commit to your future and do the work whether you feel like it or no, because at the end of the day, I'm sorry guys, you don't need more motivations, okay? What you need is a discipline and action, okay? So thank you guys for listening. Sorry for my pronunciation. My throat a little bit hurt right now, so I can't pronounce well, but anyway, thank you guys for listening. So let's take actions. Let's go.